Welcome to Gaia's Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries. This is a Celtic cross general reading, so it may not resonate with you. If that is the case, please check your placements. Your messages could be there. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Let's clean the energy really quick. All right. Aries, show me the energies around Aries. Aries, show them the guidance. What should they be aware of? Aries. Show them the images, the story, the archetypes. Aries. Alright, so right now you're releasing a heavy burden from your shoulders. It looks like you're dealing with some dishonesty. Someone is cheating, lying. Someone is not being fully honest with you, and that, it's become an obstacle. Because it does look like you were good in the near past. And you see, this is confirming that. And this is the result. The Eight of Swords. It's saying that you're stuck in your mind. It's good to see that you are, finally releasing that burden. This card could also be saying that you're finally letting go. You're freeing yourself. You're liberating yourself from negative thoughts. And yeah, good closing cards. The Six of Swords. It indicates that in the next few months, you're going to be in a transition, leaving behind some sort of trauma. And you're going through that right now. This is not a love reading, but it does look like, because of the card in the near past, that you had the abundance, you had the happiness, you had the family, the kids, the complete wholeness. You had it. And right now, you're letting go of that. And this is why this card is closing the reading. So I'll get there. But I'm already seeing the transition of all of this. The challenge for you right now is that you're dealing with somebody that is not honest. And if this is the case of a separation, that you're leaving someone behind, you're filing for divorce, or maybe you just finally decided, okay, I'm going to leave this person. The challenge for you is to how to deal with them, because they're sneaky. And you're thinking kind of like optimistic about how you're going to deal with this situation or transition of letting go and taking off the weight off your shoulders with this person. But in the back of your mind, there's some toxic thoughts. It does look like it's yourself, So even though you're consciously optimistic, this is your conscious position, you're consciously optimistic, you are ready to take the leap of faith, you're doing it. Because the closing card is saying that you're doing that. You're thinking about that. Should I, end this? Because this was a beautiful wholeness that you had. But some, the lies, the toxic, the obsession, the materialism, maybe the cheating, the obsession with money. You got fed up with that, and now you're leaving that behind. it does look like in the next few days, you see, very much connected with this. Right now you're stuck in your mind, and it's because you have too much burden. Yeah? There's so much weight in your shoulders. You feel compressed. You feel compressed, and I'm thinking it's because you're having that thought, and that thought keeps coming back to you like a little kid's tune, back in your ear. Do it, do it, do it. The challenge is that this is not an easy person to deal with, and there's lies. There's a lot of deception coming across this thing. That's why you're releasing this burden and you're leaving that behind. So not only you're stuck in your mind, but remember that we create our own reality. So this card is inviting you to flip the reality, let go of the negative thoughts, and free yourself. It might hurt. That's why she has those bindings. They represent her own thinking. You need to release, and it may hurt to release. That's what you're doing now. You're releasing. But it's going to liberate you. In the course of liberating yourself, you might get cut and hurt. But this is the moment to do it. And it might be required for you to take it slow. Be patient. That's actually what you're doing. You're planting the seeds slowly. And you're measuring every step. You're being analytical. The reading is advising you to do that. You need to be analytical. You need to be mindful about each step you take. So this is not a nice energy to see here. But again, it's connected with that Seven of Swords. In the next few days, this card is confirming that, and of course, it's coming from this sort of, you're mentally trapped. You're trapped in your own story. And this is the card of confusion, fantasy, illusion. That's how you're going to be in the next few days. Too many options, maybe in front of you. You're thinking of what to do, what cup to choose after you release this burden. And it does look like it's going to go slow. So take your time. The closing card is amazing. It's a card of transformation, personal evolution, leaving behind, there's a big, not only big weight, but you're going through some trauma in your life. That's why this card is heavy here. You're being, I would say you're being a victim of deception and too many traps. And even though you're still thinking of that, you're trying to keep yourself optimistic about this big step in your life. This is a big step. When people let go of all the responsibilities that are making them feel flattened and no longer, being able to move. You can't move right now. That's why this card is here. These are all connected. The reading is advising you to remember in the next few days, not everything that shines is gold. Because there might be some options in front of you. After you release this burden, there might be some options. And they're all going to look amazing. Look at the card. See? The person is like, oh my God, there's so many options and they all look good. Inviting, inspiring. They're all shining. That's why the saying, not everything that shines is gold. So be mindful about that. Be mindful about try to see with clarity. And when you pick, because it does look like you're going to be picking someone or something in the next few days, and then you're going to be in that transition. This is the first step. The first step is to release the burden. Then you're going to be picking. You have a choice to make. And you're kind of like, not seeing clear. So follow the advices. Not everything that shines is gold. Trust your intuition. when you look at those options, because there's going to be a lot of options. Trust your intuition. And then the journey will begin. This reading is the ending card, is the beginning of a journey that you're going to embark in. And it's amazing. It's transformative. There might be people helping you. And the reading is advising you to heavily accept that help. You are thinking that maybe you missed an opportunity. I'm seeing this might be the state of mind that you're in right now. You know, sort of like bored, dissatisfied. It's not that you're not appreciating what you have, but maybe you fear that you missed an opportunity. That's why you're carrying that burden. You're so flattened right now because this is what you're thinking of. Obviously, along with this. But your thinking is like the thinking of a brat. And maybe, you know, just being dissatisfied. You're just dissatisfied. And this is the moment to take the step. Liberate yourself. Have patience. Look deep. Think with clarity. Get rid of negative thoughts. Get rid of obsessions. The devil is here indicating all of those things in the back of your mind. You see? This is this. Stop living in your own story. Stop having low self-esteem. You might be having some, even though you're feeling optimistic and you're so ready. Your intuition is kind of like telling you, yeah, do it now. Be mindful about in the next few days, once you take that step, that the options in front of you, they're all going to look good. And be mindful what the devil says or what the devil does. The Bible says, you know, all path to heaven, all path to hell, not to heaven, all path to hell, they begin with a good intention. So all of these options, all of these people, they're all going to look amazing because you'll be like, oh my God, they all have good intentions with me. And yeah, that's what you think. So be mindful about that advice because this is here. Warning of that. Besides of saying that you are trapped in your head. So be mindful about that advice. That all paths to hell begin with, you know, good intentions. Camino al infierno está lleno de buenas intenciones. That's how they say it in Spanish. So if you're mindful about that, you have the patience and the thinking process that is needed in order to plant the seeds mindfully. And don't get out of your path. This Knight of Pentacles is a great energy. It's going to influence you. And the influence is that you need to be mindful about every step. Every step you're going to be taking after this decision, this liberation, you're definitely liberating yourself right now. It's obvious. Every step has to be thought of. Don't take any step, you know, without thinking what's going to happen after, because the problem is these lies. This person is deceiving whoever you're dealing with or whatever you're dealing with. The closing card is amazing, and one of the advices is that accept help. It might be arriving in the next few months. This is the card of transformation. The person is leaving behind, you see, you're leaving behind the choppy waters, you're leaving behind that turmoil, and you're moving on. That's why you need to be patient and, you know, take every step mindfully, because you're moving on to calmer waters. And you're not only doing that, but this is a moment of a spiritual awakening. It's not an awakening inside yourself. That's why it's a personal evolution. The great card to have in the closing of the reading, especially after seeing all of these issues. Mainly this. Don't be trapped in your head. Do meditation. Meditation helps people be more intuitive. So you're gonna definitely need your intuition in the next few days. Great reading, guys. Has a lot of good advices. Right now that you're facing this issue and this dark shadow behind your mind, this is the moment to have clarity in the next few days, and be mindful that this transition, this transformation is not going to be easy. It's not going to be slow, but you're going to make it. Just stay firm. You see, this is the imperative right now. Stay firm. Very nice reading, guys. I hope it resonated with you. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Feel free to like, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.